It is time to take care of ourselves. We are quarantined, and here are 5 tips to help us get through this thing. Stay tuned. Is this quarantine starting to affect your psyche? Are your family members starting to really get on each other's nerves? Well, I'm Kelly Doyle with Realty Executives and Kelly Doyle Homes, and let's talk about 5 ways to help us get through this quarantine together. We can do this. Number 5, stop fretting about coming out of this quarantine better. Seriously, this is really on my heart, and I don't know if it's just because I'm a business owner. I have been inundated, it is coming at me everywhere, just to master a new craft, take 500,000 additional classes, complete them all, just come out of this quarantine time like fabulous and shining, and just come out of it so much better than how I went into it. And side note, I don't think I went into it all that terribly. I hope you didn't either. But and I understand these messages, and it's not even that I disagree with them. It's just, and again, like I said, maybe it's because I'm a business owner. I have just been inundated with this kind of communication that I need to focus on doing everything more, bigger, better, and coming out stronger. And those are great messages. However, I feel that we need to weigh that because we are quarantined. There is a pandemic going on. And I feel that if I focus on just coming through this period, that is enough. If I just focus on coming through this period, that is enough. That is how I feel. And you can disagree with me. And I am not talking about squandering time. Squandering time is a bad idea. Don't squander your time. If you have been blessed with an overabundance of time on your hands during this quarantine period, bless your heart and soul. Run with that and do what you can to not squander that time. However, I also believe that there is an emotional toll that what we are going through right now is taking on people. And I think that your health, your stress, your mental state, your emotional state can only handle so much. And it doesn't make any sense to put all this additional stress and all this additional duties and fill your plate even more during a pandemic than before. And so I think we need to focus on coming through this period of time. Period. That's what we need to focus on. That's it. Not too exciting. Let's just stop fretting and focus on just coming through this period. And if you are blessed with an abundance of time, or you do have some, extra time on your hands, run after those goals. And yes, for sure, get some systems in place, get organized, do those things. If you have the emotional stability or capability right now to do those things, run after them full force. That would be a wonderful idea. However, is it a necessity? I will shake my head at that all day long. No, it is not. Let's just focus on coming through it and being the best we can during a very hard time. Number 4. This kind of piggybacks on the other one. And this is to love others. I know it's kind of cheesy, but you know what? It's true. Darn it. I don't care. You can call me cheesy. I don't care. I don't care at all. It's true. People need love right now. And it is a hard time. And there are hard circumstances that people are going through and facing right now. People could be dealing with job losses, income losses, businesses failing, sick loved ones. They could be sick themselves. They could be immunocompromised, and this could be a very scary time for people. And so I think being a light in what feels like a dark world right now is important. And there are times where we need to be on the receiving end of that love, somebody else's love. And there are times where we can give love. And if you are in a position where things aren't going terribly and you're managing well, think about what you could do to brighten someone's day, even if it's just something small, like smiling at your neighbor that you've never made eye contact with. Or maybe it's something bigger, like writing letters to someone that's isolated, or picking up groceries, or going grocery shopping for somebody, or donating to charity, or whatever it may be. I think just focusing on what we can do for other people. And I think that helps shift the focus off of ourselves and shifts us to look out rather than inward. And that can help us get us through this time as well, if you're in a position to do that, because sometimes life is too hard and we can't, and we just have to be on the receiving end of that. So if you're able to dish out some love, dish it out freely, because man, now is the time. Number 3. Okay. This might sound simple, but go for a drive, okay? I hadn't been in my car, I don't know how many days it had been, but I had to go work, and it was a beautiful day. I rolled my window down, and it was just nice, and even if you don't have anywhere to go, that's probably better than having somewhere to go. Just go for a drive and, just take it slow. Roll the window down if it's nice out, let the sun kind of pour in on you, and just go for a drive, and it just kind of makes life feel normal again. Do you remember when we used to get in our cars every day and go somewhere? Sometimes just getting in your car and going somewhere will help bring that normalcy back and just help you feel just back to yourself. Number 2. Listen to the radio. Did you forget about the radio? I'm sure you probably didn't. I did. I totally have forgotten about the radio. I am a realtor, and so I have lived in my car. And so these times are very interesting for me to just not be in my car 24/7. I'm a big talk radio fan, and so I do like to listen to talk radio, but I also just like the radio with the music and stuff. So listen to the radio, whether you're in your car or at home, put it on. It's amazing how just flipping on the radio and hearing that live stream just come into your house or in your car just really makes me feel normal again. It lifts my spirit, it lightens my mood, and I think we all could use a lot of that right now. So find some good tunes. I don't know what you're into, but find that station that just, you like, and it's got a good rhythm, and hopefully it just lightens and lifts your mood and helps your day go better. And I will just, as a side note, say that it is not uncommon for me because again, I'm a realtor and I live in my car, for me to have some mad karaoke in my car, just belting it out, and it is extremely embarrassing. So if you ever do catch me driving and you see me doing one of those instances where I am just, belting it out on the highway, I'm gonna deny it. Okay, and number 1 is to feed your soul. And I guess this just really hits home because I know that I have a gas tank, and there are things that I do that just make it go empty, and there are things that I do that fill it up. And I think right now, with uncertainty, just living in a state of uncertainty, how long is this gonna last, and the effects of it, and how is it gonna affect everything from economy to finances to businesses, etc. You could go on and on. I think that can just take a toll on our emotional state. And I think right now we do need to focus on feeding our souls and what fills your gas tank, what replenishes you as a human being, what kinds of things are there that just really recharge your batteries. And for me, I know I do love reading. I don't have a lot of time to do that anymore, but I do love reading. So if you can find time to read a book, I will do that. Otherwise, I just love some peace and quiet. I do. I love to be alone and to just get away and just to recharge my batteries that way. And, before this quarantine, I, used to wake up early before everybody would be up, or at least go, somewhere in my house alone where I was able to be alone and, just find that time to have some peace and quiet to myself. And I kind of have stumbled and gotten off of that because my schedule's been disrupted. Everything's been disrupted, right? Our whole lives are being disrupted right now. And we're just kind of rolling with the punches and trying to get by day to day today. And I'm just, finding that if I just continue that routine that I had before, that was very normal to me, and I continue it now, I'm much better off, because that just, fills me up and fills my gas tank and just really replenishes my soul. And so I would just really encourage you that if you don't know what those things are, to find them. Is it, is it reading a book? Is it taking a walk? Is it taking a bath? Or, maybe it's just finding that spot in your house that just lets that sunshine and just let that sunshine beat on your skin and just really just soak it up. So maybe it's listening to music or going for a drive, who knows? But find those things that replenish your soul, because right now in these uncertain times, it can really just take a toll on your emotional well-being, your mental well-being, everything, your whole being. And so make sure that you are taking care of yourself. So that's 5 tips to help us get through this quarantine together. We are in this together. I hope you stay safe and stay well, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.